All right, everybody, what's going on? This is Reginald Stinson, founder of the Unit of Prosperity, and I want to welcome you to tonight's Hangout. It's been a while since I've been on here, and it's really a privilege and an honor to be able to come to you tonight and to talk to you about an opportunity that has not only changed our life, but thousands of lives across the United States and also across the world. Now, before we get into what we're going to be talking about here tonight, which is pretty exciting, I want to tell you a little bit about myself because we do have a lot of guests that are on tonight, and we are expecting more to come as time progresses during the progression of this hangout. But I've been in this industry since 2006. Got started, basically was looking for a way out of the rat race. I was working a dead end job at the time, was in college, working at Chick-fil-A, making like $7.75 an hour. Knew that that wasn't a career path, so to speak. It was basically something I was doing in college. I got married at a young age. And basically I was just looking for another way to create some additional income. Partner up with the wrong individual blindly because I didn't even know what I was doing. Honestly, I was just looking to do anything. Jumped around company to company every single week. Literally, that's no exaggeration. Everything he sent me, pretty much I did it because I trusted him. And me being so green to the industry at the time, I didn't know, what was right and what was wrong. Did that for a few months. Then I came to the conclusion that this guy is taking me down the path of destruction, a path that's a path of destruction. I didn't see any progress in this individual's life, and it was basically a lot of empty promises with this person. Even up to this day, they're still saying the same thing. So I separated myself from that person, joined a network marketing company through a Google search, I believe, and a few months later, I believe it was like 4 months, I ended up replacing my job income, which didn't take a whole lot at the time because, again, I'm making $70-75 an hour. So started making more of my business. So I quit the job, got with that company, stayed with it for about 3 years, was a top producer in that company, ended up leaving later on because I found that the way the compensation structure was set up, I was doing a whole lot of work and not really getting paid the money I should have been getting paid. Okay, it wasn't really worth it. So from there, jumped around the industry, did okay, and then in 2010, I believe, I hit a point in my business, which means that I ended up positioning myself or jumping around so much to where I jumped back into a job. So I went from being full-time at home to having to go back to work. And I'm not saying anything is wrong with having a job, because some people get the wrong idea about that, because honestly, you have to do what you have to do to take care of your family. But unfortunately, or fortunately for my situation, prior to that, it was a job that I hated and it wasn't really paying me the money that I deserved. I ended up having to go back to work in 2010, which was very humiliating. And I'm not saying that from a standpoint of me being embarrassing, but it humbled me in a sense to where it made me appreciate the time freedom that you have when you are your own boss and you're able to work from home and create your own schedule, so on and so forth. So I worked that job for about a year and a few months, close to a year and a half. I actually liked the job. It wasn't a bad job. I made pretty decent money for the most part. Didn't do a whole lot, and I had the flexibility at that job to work my business while I was on the job. So that was pretty cool. From there, I ended up leaving that job, firing my boss again. And after I left that job, I vowed to never have to go back to work again. And I went on to have more success in a few companies, went on to having a six-figure year, and so on and so forth, which leads me up until this point, to the company we're talking about here tonight, which is Domination. Prior to that, I had a six-figure year, but then again, I hit a pitfall. And the pitfall was I was actually terminated from a company wrongfully for no reason prior to that. And a few months later, that company ended up going out of business. So it was kind of ironic. So here I am again, my back up against the wall, what I was going to do. So I ended up going to a digital product company that sold marketing education. I did okay for the most part in that company. I made, decent money on the front end. When I say front end, I mean upfront money or bonus money, and it looked good initially. But when it all boiled down to it, and when that all ran out, I looked at the residual income. It really wasn't enough, and it got to the point to where we started living on savings. And I was like, I need to make a decision here. Either I'm going to have to go back to work again, which I said I would not do, or I'm going to have to go to work and make something happen. So out of, I guess, fear in a sense, and without me wanting to actually break this news to my wife, who I just actually retired a few months prior to that, I ended up applying for applications for health insurance and stuff like that. That was my excuse to go back to work for health insurance. And I actually ended up, the last job I remember, it was at the Amazon warehouse, and I actually got the job. I got hired and everything. They went and took me on a tour and all that stuff. But then I came to the realization when I went in there and I saw the people slaving, because the money they were going to pay me again wasn't income or money that I deserved, that I knew I deserved to make. I was just doing something just to create money. So when I got in there, I saw what people were doing, and we would have had to work 10-hour shifts for $8, $9 an hour. And I was doing math in my head while this person is giving me the tour as I'm visually seeing all this stuff. And I'm like, well, if I can make one sale a day or do this every day, I can make the same amount of money at home versus going to work for 10 hours, losing that time with the family and all that good stuff. So I didn't even get started. I actually got in my car. They were on a break, and I sped off the parking lot, literally. This is actually going to be a funny movie. Sped off the parking lot and literally threw the little helmet out and the little vest or whatever they gave me out the window in the grass. Forgive me for that, and hopefully, and drove off and decided that I was going to work from home somehow, some way. I was going to make something happen. From that point, I got a call while I was at church about about something else, and I asked my friend, what was it he was doing, and he told me about DS Domination, and this was an indirect, and indirectly, he recruited me into DS Domination without even trying, because he was looking for a way to create funnels or a lead page, and I asked him what he was doing. So after that, he told me he was doing it on eBay. It was something that always intrigued me, and at that point in my career, I was sick and tired of being bringing people into an opportunity where they cannot succeed in. Most companies out there in the home-based business space require you to recruit. That's the only way that you can make money. It's completely one-dimensional, all about recruiting. Quite frankly, I got tired of that, and I didn't want to deal with it at that point in my life. And I was like, I just didn't want to do it because I didn't want to bring people into something for them to fail again. So it was something that I just initially was going to do myself, and I did for a week. I tested out the system. I saw how easy it was to make money. I made like $1,100 over the weekend. I'm like, yeah, I can do this. And through the simplicity of the system that we have with DS Domination and how easy it was to create that income compared to what we've done before in the past, it was something that I felt that I owed to people to share this with them. Anyone that have done business with me before, I knew I had to share this with them because we've been through a lot of companies, a lot of different opportunities where a lot of them didn't make no money. Let's be honest about it. Most of them did not make any money. Most companies are designed for the top 1% to really be extremely successful in those companies. So I shared this with them, and through doing that, we've created a lot of people who have made over 6 figures, some openly, a lot of them not so openly. They're not out there disclosing their information or income like that with our team in a year's time. We've been in this company a year now, and we have several 6-figure income earners. We have several people who have earned multiple 5 figures, which is more than their jobs. We have several people who are firing their bosses or who have fired their bosses. It's a lot of success that have taken place since then. So I am super excited to really bring this before you tonight because there's nothing out there, I believe, that even comes close in comparison to what we have with this company, because we're not a single dimension company. We are a company that, yeah, you can make money recruiting if you're good at it, like myself, or if you enjoy recruiting, which this is something that you don't have to be ashamed to recruit people in. Why? Because you know that the average person, the person that don't have all this experience, the person that may have not developed the required skill sets that you will need traditionally in a traditional network marketing company, can actually come in here and create a full-time income pretty much almost instantly. That's what we have our hands on here with DS Domination. And on the flip side of that, if you decide, hey, this month I don't want to recruit, I don't want to be bothered with team building, or if you just don't want to do that at all, you can still make a full-time income with our product. Product only. Not many companies out there can say that. So with that being said, I'm going to show you something here really quick and show you something real quick. Let me see if I can pull this up. And this is not planned at all. So give me 1 second here. I'm going to show you something on this app that we use. Here, let me pull this up really quick. All right, I'm going to pull this up here really quick. All right. So tonight we're going to be talking about Genesis, which is our flagship product right now. And the reason why we're talking about this, we do have the pro membership, which is entry level and all that stuff. But the thing is with that is that some people can go beyond that, but they choose not to for whatever reason. I have no idea why. But this hangout tonight is strictly for education purposes only. All right, you have to make the decision whether or not what you want to do beyond this point. But I'm just going to show you this. There's a lot of stuff in here. Again, I did not pre-plan this. I just knew I was going to do it, and I'm just going to pull up stuff that I previously scanned and sent in to Amazon. And the reason why we're talking about it is because even though pro is our entry level, it gets you in the game, but some of you all just don't want to be in the game. You want to get in the money, and we're going to talk to you tonight about getting in the money. And with this has helped people create money faster than any product that we have, hands down. And everybody on this panel will agree with you tonight. And I'm going to show you this. I don't know why this keeps popping up here. All right. But anyway, can you all see that? This is not the DSD app because I don't have it on this phone. This is new. But you see that $50 profit. I guess that's clear. Keisha shaking her head. $50 profit doing something that most of us do anyway. Some of you all enjoy shopping. Me, honestly, prior to DS Domination, I hated shopping. I'm just going to be real. But now you can actually go out and shop for profits. And that's what we're going to talk to you about tonight. So again, I'm going to show you this. $50 profit going out doing some retail arbitrage, which we teach you in Genesis. All right, this is not hard at all. All right, it doesn't take any rocket science at all. Basically, all you do is take the app, scan, and it tells you whether or not that item is going to be profitable. So with that being said, I am going to open up the floor to anyone else. I'm not going to call on you down the line. So whoever wants to jump out, you can tell a little bit about yourself and also share with the people tonight what your results have been thus far, or why you are excited about DS Domination in our Genesis product.
Hey Reggie, this is Denver Dave. I'll jump out here. Can
Go
you
ahead,
hear
my
me
friend.
okay?
Loud and clear.
All right. Awesome, man. You said a mouthful, man. I'm so excited about DS Domination, you guys, and this Genesis product. Everything you said there, you painted a wonderful picture, Reggie, about how easy this program is to make money. I've never seen anything like it. I've been online for quite a while. It hasn't even been a year for me yet in DS Domination. And the Genesis product has really, I mean, it's just opened up so many doors, guys. I got to tell you, this is absolutely the clearest path to wealth that I have ever seen. Absolutely, hands down. The app that Reggie just showed you guys that are out there in our audience, It's a scanning app. You go into a store, you can scan an item, and voila, it'll show you your profit when you actually send that item into Amazon. It's called FBA. And even though I haven't been in this program for but 10 months, you know, my financial picture has truly, truly changed in a big way. So, you know, there's a lot more to Genesis than just scanning an app. I also have an app under, or a product under development right now, okay, that I'll be sending into Amazon. That's my own product, and it'll even have higher profit margins. So there's so much excitement here, guys. There's no limit to how much money you can make in e-commerce. I'm telling you that right now. The Christmas shopping season is right around the corner. I couldn't be more amped up about Black Friday and Cyber Monday. That's what I'm looking forward to. So we've been positioning ourselves and getting ourselves aligned with all this, you know, huge billions of dollars that get conducted online each and every month. People are shopping with tablets and smartphones, guys. I bought a cell phone battery the other day for this phone. I bought it from the phone. This kind of thing wasn't possible 10 or 15 years ago. You know, we live in a time where the wide awake person that wants it can have it. I've sent in many boxes to Amazon on FBA from scanning with my cell phone. I'm making, you know, tons of sales all over the place. I couldn't be more excited. I'm fired up. It works. It's the easiest money I've ever made, Reg.
You know, I gotta step out there and say that, Dave, it's funny. When you said you were scanning, I actually had to rush home for this hangout because I was in a store called Deals over here in New York, and a lot of people like in New York we got dollar store mania. We got a store called Five Below. We got 99-cent stores all over the place, and I was in there scanning also, and I saw like it was it looked like a pooper scooper. You know, it's a mini little shovel and a little brush, and they stick together, and it looks like something that you will follow your dog around, you know, and pick it up. But it's like real, like for like a kid. And I said, it's 99 cents. Let me check it out and see. Man, I scanned that thing. I don't know if I still have it in here, and it'll cost me 99 cents. And people are selling it right now for $9.89 on Amazon. I'm just like, there's no lack of, you know, finding items out there to scan, and some things that you may think like, who's really buying that? Who would buy a little pooper scooper? Let me tell you, people are buying pooper scoopers.
Yes, sir.
You know?
Yes, sir.
So Genesis, you know, when it was coming out in Vegas, and a lot of us was down in Vegas and waiting for this to come out, Genesis has so many levels of income. You know, I'm not even going to talk about the liquidation places and all that, you know, that we have access to. Money is raining from the sky. You know, and if you really make sure you want to secure your family's financial future, definitely getting involved with DS Domination, the unit of prosperity at the Genesis level will definitely guarantee you, you know, a serious lifestyle income going into 2015 and beyond, because I shop on this all the time. You know, we all shop on this thing all the time. So now you have this walking cash register in your hand.
That's right.
And the stuff that the personal item that you developed, you know, and we have a lot of team members, you know, somebody developed like a beer chiller. I'm like, yo, what is that? He says, it's a beer chiller. It keeps your beer cold. I'm like, what? Yo, Genesis is too much fun. You know, you got to get involved. You got to get involved if you're really serious about getting involved with King Kong, which is Amazon, and understanding it the correct way. No better place than right here.
That's right.
That's true, Kerry. I was rushing home as well because I pick up my kids, and I was telling Reginald. He said, Reginald asked me, was I at work? And I said, yeah, maybe I can get off early today. But I go to the grocery store, right? And so I find gold mines. Like my kids, like, Mom, please, let's go. Like, please don't scan another item, because literally in the grocery store, you guys, I have it's a multi-pack of mayonnaise. Okay, the mayonnaise cost me $2 for each one, and it sells on Amazon for $25, and I cannot even keep it in stock. So I mean, it's like my husband calls me, and he's like, babe, how's the mayonnaise going? I'm thinking like, okay, I'm checking the inventory, on the man. It's sickening. Just, I mean, how much stuff just sells. I mean, I go to Walmart, and so just not to give you guys all the sources, but I go to any store, right? I mean, pretty much any store, and I just so happened to scan something. Like today, I was getting ready to go pick up my kids from school, and I was like, okay, I gotta hurry up, scan something, and there you go. It was at least and I only do 50 to 100% profit, right? So if it doesn't bring me 50 to 100% profit, I'm not picking it up. But most of the things that I send in, it's like 100% profit or more, right? And I'm talking about just everyday stuff. Randomly, I just end up scanning them. So it's just really, it becomes addicting. I mean, honestly, it becomes addicting. You're just like, okay, I'm going to go in the store today, and I'm just going to buy, whatever, on your list. And it's just like, man, you end up just saying, okay, I'm just going to scan one thing. Just let me scan one thing. And I went to the store today, and I saw like they had a sign that says start shopping early for Christmas. And they had like all these toys on clearance. And I was just like, oh my God, I'm not going to get out of here. Because it's just like, I cannot walk by clearance toys when they're telling me, like, get ready for Christmas. So it's just a lot. And so I was just looking at my stats, Reginald, and since I just emailed, I was going to post a picture of it, but just this year alone, I've done about $25,000 on Amazon alone. So that's not affiliate income. That's me being like, having so much fun, running by the store, and just supplying. I have some regular things because I like things that people buy all the time, right? And so that's just me going by the store. It's very part-time. I don't have time to do it full-time because, I have other things to do. But it's very part-time, but very much full-time. Some people don't make that on a full-time job in a year, and I've done that just, randomly, not even knowing, I don't even have all the, I don't know everything, but I just know enough to scan and put in how much it cost me, and to know, okay, that I'm going to send in, and the things sell. Even stuff I don't think going to sell. It's like, wow, can't believe people bought that. so it's been a dream.
$25,000 part-time.
I
mean, I'm talking about very part-time. Because, like last week, I probably didn't shop at all, right? I mean, it's like some weeks I can go, but, like, we'll just go one day and maybe just, buy a bunch of stuff, send it in. And, I mean, we were on vacation and, looking at our sales on Amazon. I mean, my husband downloaded the app and everything. Like, we just look at it like, oh, okay, we made $300 today on Amazon. That was cool. We didn't go anywhere. So we were in San Diego, just on vacation at SeaWorld, and we were like, okay, well, how much money did we make on Amazon today? Oh, that is so cool, like $200 today. That's pretty cool. And like I said, for us, we know that our profit margin is at least 50 to 100%, right? So we can kind of do the math and know, okay, well, to do nothing today and make $100, okay, so that's kind of how we look at it. So.
Okay, so How would you compare the speed of the money in comparison to Pro and Genesis?
I have made, my deposit for even this month to go on the 24th, it'll be at least $2,000, right? And so, I've done that, like, since I bought the product, right? It's kind of like I've probably made the money. I don't even know how to even count it. Like, it's not even double, triple. We paid what when we bought it at conference, $9.97 or whatever it was, right? And so I'm at $25,000. So, go figure. It's like 25 times.
Hey, anybody ever get a kind of a strange look from people because you're buying all of one product off the shelf, and they kind of look at you a little bit funny because you're cleaning the shelf out?
No, they think you work there.
No, it's actually good marketing for me. I had one girl, she was like, "What did you do?" And now she even knows my husband. So she's just like, you must be buying mayonnaise for your wife, And so I gave her my card. I was like, "Yeah, this store is just gold mine. There's so many things in here." And I'm like, "I can flip this stuff and make 2 or 3 times." And I just gave her my card. So, hey, give me a call. You want to make some extra money? So yeah, that's kind of what I do. So I even do it at the bank. I mean, everywhere,
Absolutely.
So it's
Go
awesome.
ahead, Bob.
Yeah, that definitely gets her attention when you. I remember when the back to school craze was going on. Well, the first things first is I have my rehab chip right here because I was an avid shopping hater. My wife would say the word shopping, and she and her mother would go out almost every weekend shopping, doing this and that, and just spending time together. And I mean, as soon as she said that word, I was running to the other end of the house. I was like, leave me alone. And now she calls me and says, "Where are you at? Which store are you in?" And I'll say, "Oh, I'm at Five Below, or I'm at Home Depot, or Walmart, or wherever. Just having fun. That's all it is. We're just out. The 2 things I never leave without. One of them is my phone, and the other one's a spare battery for my phone. And because I wear mine out, and I sent in, I should say, to FBA this morning 4 large boxes, which I took a picture of and stuck on Facebook last night. And I know I right at quadrupled my money. I invested around $400 and right at quadrupled that. So if you want to have fun, have a ball, people will ask you when this big back to school shopping craze happened. All the kids were, "Mom, I need this, Mom, I need that," and they had all these crazy things on a list. I was walking it as much as I thought I was going to go crazy myself, just walking in that aisle when all these kids were running around. I found one item on a hot tip from somebody, and I walked in there, and there was a certain color of that item, and I picked up every single one in the store. I just loaded the cart with them, and I even had a lady ask me, "Are you a teacher?" And I said, "Well, sort of." And she said, "Well, what do you mean?" I said, "Well, I teach people how to shop and make money." She goes, "What? Well, how do you do that?" I'm standing, there's like 50 people in this aisle, and she's asking me questions. I was like, I had a money drop card on me with my website on there, and pertaining to shopping, getting paid to shop and stuff. And so I just handed it to her, and I said, "Here, let me scribble my phone number down." I said, "Give me a call after you watch that video, and we'll talk." And the rest is history. But you just go out there and have fun. Your results will vary. But I own another business. I just drove 200 miles today with my distribution company that I started 3 years ago. I don't have to do this because that company does pretty well. I mean, I grew a small business from zero to $250,000 in 3 years in a state that I'm not from. But I created myself a job is basically what I did. And with this, I'm creating fun and creating income, and as Denver Dave said, creating wealth for my family. So both the time and the money, that's where freedom is having both. So, thanks a lot.
Thanks, Bruce. Thanks, Bruce. Sean, Big Sean.
Yeah, I was just going to say I wanted to jump out on here. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Awesome. I wanted to actually talk about something other than the scanning app because, I haven't even used the scanning app, to be honest with you. I've just been going straight to the U.S. suppliers and straight to the Chinese suppliers. So I'm going to talk a bit about that. Actually, down in my garage tonight, the second I get off this hangout, I have $2,500 in products sitting there in boxes that I just got to stick some labels on, put in another box. UPS will come to my house tomorrow, pick it up, send it into Amazon, and the second it gets there, it's going to sell 30 times per day, and in about 2 weeks, it's going to run out of stock, and I'm going to have $2,500 in my bank account. That's just how simple Genesis is. I don't have to do anything other than pay a price, put some stickers on, and get UPS to pick up a box, and I'm going to make more than most people would make in a 2-week period just from that particular item. So that was something I sourced from China. I actually found a product today, and this one was really exciting. It's from the U.S., and I was just tracking it with one of the tracking softwares, and I was actually just looking at it now. And this thing sells 401 times per day, and it's actually a $9 profit. Now, that's one of the top sellers in this category, but you can just imagine if I sell something similar, what kind of profits I'm looking at if the top seller in this particular product is selling 400 times a day at $9 profit. That's like $4,000 a day almost. Even if I get a quarter of that, I'm laughing. That's a six-figure salary off one item. I mean, I don't have to recruit a single soul to get that money. That's what's absolutely fantastic. So my business partner Jesse and I we picked up an item. It's a domino set. And I'll just throw that out there because I don't really care because I wasn't a big profit item for us. We just wanted to test this thing out, see if we could sort of rank items up on Amazon. The top seller in that category was selling 12 times a day. We didn't expect much sales. We put this thing on Amazon the first day, 4 sales. The next day, 6 sales. And we're getting 5 to 10 sales a day off this crummy little domino set, making 40, 50 bucks a day. And we were just trying to test this thing out. We weren't even trying to make money off it. So that's the power of Amazon. The thing is just massive. I was reading something the other day. Amazon's going to sell like $100 billion of products next year. It's bigger than the next 10 online retailers combined. It's massive. It's amazing how powerful it is. To date, since I started selling on Amazon, and I was using Monopoly for some of this, but I have over $50,000 in sales just using the power of Amazon. So one thing I wanted to also add that you got to factor in, yes, the profits are bigger with Genesis, but you got to factor in your time too, right? You got to put some value on your time. And with Pro, you got to go out, you got to put up the listings, and certainly, you can make some good money at Pro, but it's going to take you 5-6 minutes to put up one listing, right? So you got to factor in all the time it takes for you to get up listings. With Genesis, you do like a half-hour product research, you find a product that sells, you send some money, you get the product to you, you send it in, and Amazon pays you. You're done. Like it is really no work involved. It's the best product I've ever seen. Like Reggie was talking about earlier, I've been in network marketing companies for a few years, failed at everything. This is the only company I've seen. I get messages every day. I don't know about you guys, but one of the things that's so rewarding for me is I get messages every day about how powerful this company is. Thank you so much for showing me this. It's changing my life. I was able to quit my job. I'm making $2,000 a month now thanks to joining DSD. You just never heard those stories before, right? The stories in the previous companies were like, how do I cancel? How come I'm not recruiting? What do I got to do? And you just don't get that feedback here. The feedback is so positive, and people's lives are changing, and people are quitting jobs, and people are earning 6 figures. And my friend bought his wife a car yesterday from this. So it's super powerful, and you got to think about the ROI, right? The investment is a little bit more, but you can make the money back really quick, and you're setting yourself on a path to first make your first 1,000, then make your first 10,000, then make your first 50,000. And your income results will vary. Since I'm throwing numbers out there, of course, it's going to depend on your effort that you put in and a bunch of other factors. But we're all living proof of average people here coming in, selling products, following the system. And I don't even have to say anything more, man. The program's just awesome, and you guys should just jump in and get this thing today.
All right, Sean, man, thank you, man. I'm ready to sign up again.
I'm ready to go buy some dominoes.
Yeah, you like that plug there for my product. You guys can go type in domino set and just look for. No, just kidding.
Hey, Red, send me your link. Okay? I'm buying again.
All right. So tell people how they can get Genesis, if you don't mind.
What's that?
Can you tell people how they can get started with Genesis tonight?
Oh, yeah. If you're already a member with us, you can just log into your back office, and you just go ahead and click on the left side and enter in the Genesis link, and you're good to go. If you've been invited by somebody to this Hangout, reach out to your sponsor, and they should be able to send you a direct link to purchase the product directly from your sponsor or the person that's brought you into this Hangout.
All right. Thanks, man. Thanks for jumping out, man. And
no problem.
I'm excited, man. I'm ready to start talking to China right now. but as you see, guys, I mean, this is not no hype, no fluff. We're just being 100% honest and transparent here. I mean, really the speed is night and day, and that's why the investment is a little bit more to get Genesis, because you're able to earn more essentially with with less effort, really, in my opinion. And, you know, I could be wrong, but in my opinion, I feel it's less effort. It doesn't take a whole lot of time to create money, and you know that's what a lot of you all want. You're looking to get into the money fast, and if you can get Genesis, it's definitely recommended that you take action on that immediately and dig in, because there's a lot of different ways that you can earn income. Like a lot of us were talking about using the app, and honestly, when I first got it, that's all I had time to do. My schedule was ridiculous. And I messed with a few U.S. suppliers. We teach you how to do that, and then also we teach you how to private label and brand your own products from China. You know, source from China and do all that stuff that Sean talked about. So any way that you want to make money, we can teach you how to do that, and the potential there can be extremely lucrative. And again, your results may vary or will vary, but the potential is there, and it can happen faster. All right, so I am going to ask Miss Karen to come on out there. And whatever you care, Miss Lady.
Hey.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
All right. So I'm sitting there, I'm listening to Sean, and I'm like, oh my God, I got to get online. I got to look up this U.S. supplier. I got to find out what I can find. Let me tell you something. If people are not making money with Genesis, the only reason is because they're not doing anything. I kid you not, it is impossible not to make money. When I first started doing, eBay and stuff, I was like, okay, I'm going to work at this. But when I hit Amazon and Genesis, game over. It is so much fun. But you can start with things in your house. Like when I started putting things on there, I was like, well, let me just scan what's going on in my house. And I had books sitting on the shelf. So I said, you know what, I'm just going to go through my house and see what's what. I took books off my shelf that had been sitting there for years, sent them in, they sold. Every single book I sent sold. So you're looking at 100% profit because I no longer paid for those books. They devalued. Well, there's still money to be made there. I went to a thrift store and bought Darren's Dance Grooves DVD, buy, right? $2. Sold it for $10 on Amazon. Now, who would, and it's from 2002, who would think that you're going to sell Darren's Dance Grooves DVD? Y'all remember that, right? The NSYNC guy? It's bananas. It's bananas. And I think people are, think that it takes a lot of effort and it takes a lot of energy. And it really is just opening yourself to the fact that money is everywhere. For the first time ever, I feel like money is everywhere. And, I was a business coach for years. And, selling is what I do. I know how to sell. I know how to get clients. I know how to, but that's exhausting. It can be so exhausting. For the first time, I'm like, I make money just walking into a store. Walking in, finding something, walking out, putting it on Amazon, boom. Sending in shipments, boom. Money is coming in constantly. In a month's time, 30 days, $5,500 in sales. Most of that was just finding stuff in my local stores. I did do a China shipment. I did find some other things. And I'm telling you, it's like effortless. It really is. I don't like to use the word easy, but I'm going to use it. I'm going to use the word easy. If you are even thinking about how can I make money, if you even sit there and get stuck about how can I make money, get Genesis and get to selling. Go to thrift stores. Go to, there's so many places you can go and make money. It really is ridiculous. I'm so excited about it. And plus, I had a lot of Mountain Dew today. But this has really changed how I see just business potential. The system of making, of business and enterprise and really having solid business foundation. For people who are, who've been on the solopreneur route for a long time and they've been saying, I needed that foundation, this is a strong, solid foundation where you can build from, and you can really build an empire with Genesis. So if you're not making money with anything, get Genesis. If you're not making money in DSD, get Genesis. If you're not making money and you have Genesis, start working, because that means you're just not doing anything, because there really is no excuses. No excuses. This is a game over. This is, people are going to be millionaires. There's no question in that whatsoever. So I think I'm going to I'm an Amazon fan. I'm an Amazon fanatic. They are the best business partner. They're fun to work with. I've had nothing but, exceptional customer service with them, and they make my life easy. So it's the place to be. And like Sean said, next year they projected $100 billion. Come get a piece of that pie.
Okay, Karen, when you just said becoming millionaires, what I want people to understand, a lot of us have watched that show Shark Tank, okay? And if you haven't seen it, trust me, but these guys come in with their own little inventions, and it was real funny. They come with their own inventions that they thought about, and they're looking for for these philanthropists to help, get their product to the next level. Guys, we don't need Shark Tank, okay? We got Genesis, okay? Yep. Genesis is like your AKA own Shark Tank. Keisha Bass said it. She said it so beautiful the other day on the Hangout. She says, "What side of the cash register do you want to be on?" Genesis puts you on the receiving side of the money, through King Kong himself, Amazon. Okay, now I have some people on my team that actually work for UPS and FedEx. And let me tell you, the boxes that are coming in, they're projected to almost have to work on Sundays because there's so many Amazon boxes. It's taking over the world. So if you're thinking like, man, really, can I really do this? Yeah, that product, let me tell you, that product that's been sitting in your head, just like you watch that late night infomercial and it says, if you get it now, you can get 2 for $9.90, just like that. That same product, when you sit there, you're like, man, I wish I would have thought about that egg peeler. Now you can bring your own product, your own knowledge, and say, you know what? Let me see if I can get this made for pennies on the dollar, from China. Now, we don't speak Chinese, but through DS Domination Genesis product, okay, Roger shows us exactly who to talk to, what to say, what not to say. That right there, guys, priceless. Karen, let them know about the private, exclusive, nobody could get in Genesis support group.
Oh my gosh, it's amazing. When I first started in Genesis, I have to say I had no idea. Like, you watch the videos and it was a little bit like drinking water from a fire hose because it's all new, so the learning curve. And this group, I have to shout out Danielle because Danielle is she's like the Google of the group. But just the information that people are sharing and the support is overwhelming in the best way possible. If you have any question, everybody's there to make sure that you know exactly what to do, how to do it. There's no stupid questions. Everybody wants to see everybody win. I have never been in an environment that is so ultra supportive, where every single person is sharing, support and advice and information. It's open. There's not that cutthroat, oh, don't do this because that one over there is going to take that idea from you. Everybody's like, no, do that idea. What do you, float an idea. Let us help you. It is a tremendous, tremendous group to be a part of. And that's what made me feel comfortable even doing the steps that I took. Like at first I was just sitting there kind of watching like, I don't know, this is a little I'm a little nervous. And the more I started, engaging in the group, that gave me the courage to start taking steps. And now there's no stopping. There's no stopping. It's the best place to be. Absolutely best place to be.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Now, I saw the camera just pop back on our girl down there, Rach. But I think KB, you want to say something about being on the other side of the cash register? I see you, girl.
Well, I was like, while we're right here, to also mention that there's a special that's going on. So where this product would normally by itself be at one price, I think $14.97. There's an all-in package that's going on right now, right? So
oh my God, the special!
Yeah, so people can actually
oh my God! Let them know about the special.
So now there's an all-in one package that's going on right now Where many of us, I mean, I know myself, I paid, a certain price for Monopoly, certain price for Genesis, and all the packages I got, I paid full price, and I would gladly do it again. I mean, I don't regret any dollar I spent, right? But right now, those of you that are, that are watching this for the first time, you can actually take, advantage of this. If you want to get in, you want to get straight to the money, get the all-in package, right? Or those of you who are actually inside the company, you watch this and you know that there's some money to be made. You can get the all-in package right now. I want to say for about $9.97. I think that's the price of the all-in, but it's so we paid that for Genesis alone. So just so you know, it's definitely worth every dollar. So this is a good time to get in and make your money before Christmas, because just like I said, you're going to be on one side of the cash register or the other for Christmas, and I would just rather actually, Carrie, it's so cool. I actually made an eBay sale today. Like I'm like selling stuff on eBay, so like it's like Carrie said, money's everywhere, right? I mean, people are just buying. They're just like, oh my goodness, and so I just threw the item up there on eBay. I was like, hey, let me just let me give it a try. Let me see if somebody wants to buy that, and sure enough, someone bought it for their little girl with a $10 profit for me. So awesome. And Reginald sharing the screen. So
Reggie's sharing the
screen there.
Hey, that didn't mean for you to stop talking, but since you did.
Well, I can see myself.
We're going to talk over this, but what we're about to see right now, guys, is really exciting, man. So if you're looking at the screen, pay very close attention to what he's talking about right now. The all-in package expires. It's going to expire at the end of the month. Once it's gone, it's never coming back. Okay? So you got until the end of the month to make sure you get that all-in package. And for those of you that are looking at the screen right now, if you're already involved in DS Domination, that's where the link is. It's right there at the bottom underneath where it says the last corporate webinar, the latest corporate webinar.
As soon as you log in.
Soon as you log in,
right there. As soon as you log.
Yeah, don't wait. Don't sleep on that. Definitely get all in. If you think you can't do it, find a way to do it. You will get paid back instantly. All you have to do is find stuff in your house and start putting them in and send them over to Amazon. The money is in your house.
Absolutely. I mean, we pay more than that. With the stuff that we got, we invest a whole lot more money than that. So that is a deal of a lifetime. So definitely, like everybody said, take advantage of it, because the income potential there is unbelievable. You've heard people talk about it tonight, and I'm seeing people ask questions. Well, can they go from Pro straight to Genesis? Absolutely. You can buy any product in any order that you choose to. So if you wanted to upgrade to Genesis, all you simply have to do is log into your back office, click on any link in the Genesis section, and it should take you to a video. And from that video, you have the option to purchase the product at that time. So, Kerry, I'm going to turn it back over to you, my friend.
Well, the thing is with that, your education never stops. And this is what I love about the Unit of Prosperity, being on this team. Our education never stops. We're constantly making sure that whatever comes out with the company, you know about it. You get involved, and we make sure that nobody gets kind of left out there by themselves. A lot of times you join things, and there's companies out there that you're spending $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 for a similar or whatever quote type of product, but they don't have what we have. Okay, underneath the hood of Genesis, I mean, there's systems, there's automation. It's a Maserati engine underneath the hood of that DS Domination, vehicle that we have. So definitely, guys, you want to make sure you don't have to click the more information. Just click the join now, get started. Even if you come in at the pro level, and start at the bottom, make sure your final destination is always Amazon, being on the biggest sales platform there is. But Rach, I think your camera was going in and out. I know you had a lot you wanted to come on out here and share with the good people. What's been your experience with the world of Genesis since Vegas?
Hey, Kiri, can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Awesome, awesome. Hey, everyone. Wow, I'm so excited to be hanging out here with bigwigs. No, I'm just having fun here. Wow, since we left Vegas, things have really been transpiring and changing in our life. My son and I decided to do everything together. We decided to partner up, do our business together, and as a result, we really had some amazing results. We actually started out, most of you know our story, struggling. And we started out with Pro. We had hardly any money borrowing, and we started out with Pro and quickly moved our way to Genesis because we knew that's where the answer was. We knew that if we were able to get onto Amazon, everything would change for us. So we, as soon as we bought Genesis, when we were at the event, got back home, got started. When we started just kind of like looking for items, and we had a lot of things going on in our life too. So with us having so many things going on in our life, you would think that we wouldn't make money. We still made money in the process of all of the different challenges that were taking place. Had 2 children that went through surgery over the summer, and we income results, it depends on the work that you do. But with Amazon alone, we've sold 20 grand, and we've actually probably made about $1,200 in profit. So, in our latest, the one that's been most exciting for us has been the most recent one we did. We did, let me see, it was, it started out $700. No, actually started out at $1,000, but we actually ended up making a $600 profit after doing all the tracking and everything. So, and that was, Carrie, in 3 days. We sent the products in from China. We ordered them from China. I think it took us about a week to get them from China. Sent them in the same day to Amazon. The next week, 3 days, everything is gone. Everything is gone. And so now we're in the process of branding that item to the point where it's just ours, when no one else can sell it, no one else can get on our listing. So all that information we're learning when we're inside of Genesis. Those are the type of things that we learn so that we can set ourselves apart, so that we can eliminate competition. So that's one for as far as the China. And when it comes to scanning, I love scanning. Scanning is probably my favorite. Why? Because it gave me back time with my family, with my children. We set aside one day every week where we just kind of go out and go scanning. And I think I'm like Keisha. I mean, well, I don't know. I know her kids, but my husband is like, no scanning. Well, on date night, I want to go scan. So we just, we're having fun while we're making money. And I'm like Keisha, what side of the cash register do you want to be on? Do you want to be on the side that, you're handing the money, you're paying Amazon, or do you want to be on the other side where you're actually collecting money? Me, I prefer the side where I'm collecting, Carrie.
Man, you know what, Rachel? You said something really profound, and I want people to understand when she says, and this the women inside of DS Domination, nothing against the men, but the women, they're going crazy. That word charge it has taken on a whole new domination inside of here. So all the women watching, listen, get your girlfriends together, get everybody wants to do like scandal parties. Oh, let's watch a scandal party. No, get all your women together. Okay, get all your cell phones, smartphones together, and go have a scanning party, because that's going to put more money in your bank. You can DVR scandals. Scandals going to be there. But guys, let me tell you, what she just said, when tragedy happens or adversity happens in your life, your business is still operating. So Rachel, when all this turmoil was going on, who was handling the customer service for your items?
FBA.
Amazon, right?
Oh, okay, Amazon,
okay.
Yes.
If somebody had a question about a return, who was handling those questions?
Amazon.
Oh, okay. If somebody needed a return label to return one of those items, who was handling that?
Amazon.
Okay. Guys, that's what I'm talking about. She was able to get her life back and also still spend that quality time with the family during some up and down things that happen in life. Because it's not a matter of, if something's going to happen. It's a matter of when. So we always want to be prepared for the when. Being involved in DS Domination at the Genesis level gets you that type of income so that when happens, you're not really worried about too much after that, okay? Seriously, upgrade. Upgrade if you're in DS Domination right now. Click on that all-in-one package, okay? That's a discount that's never going to be seen again, and the company's taking a loss, okay? Roger says, hey, we want so many of you guys to be successful during this holiday season. There's a reason why it cuts off on September 30th, because like I think KB said, once September 30th passes, okay, is gentlemen, start your engines and we're off. We're right into the holiday season. Halloween, Thanksgiving, cranberry sauce and stuffing. We are moving, okay? And you want to be on this train.
Thanks for the idea. I'm going to go and check those out when I get out there.
And if you don't think somebody's selling cranberry sauce on Amazon,
oh my God. Hurry up, Carrie. I got to go to the store.
okay. There's people selling cranberry sauce right now on Amazon. Yes, cranberry sauce is being sold right now on Amazon. And we can show you how to do it.
Hey, Carrie.
Yeah.
Carrie?
Go ahead, Bruce.
Hey, I just want to jump out here real quick. I had an honor a couple weeks ago, and I know she's not here on the line with us, she and her husband, but we have a celebrity that came to our house. They live about 4 hours south of us in Houston. We had in our home for 2 days and 2 nights the FBA Ninja, Nikki Witherspoon and her husband Parrish came here, and we had the opportunity to go out shopping and scanning with them and talk about an extra battery use. We had a ball, and not only that, but they went and did a live, live business opportunity meeting with us, and did some training and stuff. You talk about an opportunity, but you want to talk about your results will vary. They showed me just a couple of quick little tips, and my Amazon sales just literally exploded. Because there was a couple of things that I wasn't doing quite exactly probably the way I should have been doing them with the app and stuff, and I just asked, and they just poured their hearts out. And they came up here, literally, believe it or not, as hard as it was to keep her under wraps. I think Parrish must have shook his finger at her or something, but they did very, very little scanning themselves. They were just basically training. And the wild part about that was that whether my business does nothing or $10 million, that time but now it'll all come back with to them because we all give, but I'm not directly on their team or indirectly for that matter, so they make nothing from my efforts, and that so again, we don't have to recruit, but we had a ball, and you want to talk about a couple that's on fire. They didn't want to go back to Iraq. They both lived in Iraq, and they wanted to be at their own home and sleep in their own beds and stuff. And so they, I'll mention it because I've had personal opportunity to talk with them. But they replaced $500,000 in income in just a few months because they have a huge why. They did not want to go back and go. He calls it. He was a bullet catcher. That's exactly what he calls his job, and they didn't want to do that stuff. They wanted to have a family and be together, and so whatever your why is, it's yours, and you can do whatever you want to do with this opportunity. You just have to put your heart and soul into it. Have fun, go out there and do it, and you can make millions if you want to.
Hey, Bruce! I just wanted to showcase.
There you go.
Our buddy right there.
Absolutely, love that girl.
FBA Ninja herself, Nikki Witherspoon, guys.
And she works, believe it or not, she works right from her bed. She's done hangouts just like this one, right in her bed, and they're great. They're such a fun couple.
I mean, guys, it's real. It's real. I just want to show, you know, some other stats real here. I mean, how many people's vehicles have been looking like this?
Mine.
Okay, this is what it's really about, guys. We are literally changing lives here, and you know, I keep these screenshots because I'm just like, people. I mean, and again, your results may vary. You know, we can't guarantee, you know, anybody's results here, but people's lives are literally changing. Okay, Genesis is where it's at. Okay, if you really come in and you really want to definitely, you know, crack that six figure code that you hear all the time. You know, people make, oh, six figures. There are people doing this. This is what people's driveways are looking like. Okay, this is what people's driveways are looking like. So if you read this post right here, 312 items, 7 boxes, 281 pounds, and it only cost him $107.04. The average cost per item, that is not a typo, guys, 34 cents. Game over, drop the mic. But, you know, let me stop sharing this thing. I don't want to scare nobody off, man. I don't want to scare nobody off. Let me stop sharing that right there.
Hey, Carrie, I wanted to share something with you, too. For those that, you know, we talked about a lot of different ways, but even those who cannot scan, that they cannot get out and go scanning, and they're limited in their house, there's something also called online arbitrage. The other day, and this doesn't have anything to do with China, it doesn't have anything to do with any of the U.S. suppliers, just going to the different stores that are out there, I spent $150, and it's a $300 profit. So not only, so if you can't get out of your house and you're bound inside of your house, you can still make money just with the stores that are out there. So just wanted to share that as well, Carrie.
I know a lot of people out there think that you have to have a lot of money to do this. You don't have to have a lot of money to do it whatsoever. When I started, well, we can do from when I didn't have Genesis until when I did have Genesis, and it's a bigger shift. I'm looking at pretty much. I don't know if you can see. This is this is my time graph of when I didn't have.
Dante, what we're looking at right now is you holding a stack of money.
Right.
Oh, my God. I'm so sorry.
We're in a picture you holding a stack of money.
That's it? Okay. Can you see me now?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Never mind that. But I don't know if you can see the picture. This is like me when I didn't have Genesis, and I don't know if you can see when I didn't have Genesis, and I started off at roughly around $5,000 profit in Genesis. I mean, without Genesis alone. I lost a lot of money at the Vegas event, right? Lost a lot of money, right? And so I started off Genesis with $148, okay? $148 is what I started Genesis off with. I went to the U.S. suppliers, which is the easiest thing to do, right? You found something for like 75 cents and sell it for $14, and grew my business that way. I didn't go shopping or anything like that. I'm still lazy at the point, but I made more money in the Genesis portion than I made for the I made more money in Genesis than I made with Pro, Monopoly, Unleashed, and everything else combined together. Just now in 30 days, I made a little bit. I'm close to breaking even off of Genesis than what I made for the first part of the year. So. It's you don't have to have a lot of money to actually start to do Genesis. You can have $50 as long as you just get started. That's all you have to do is get started with Genesis.
Okay.
You're gonna make your money back.
So you just had a big month here recently. You want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah. Actually now that I'm looking at, I made in 30 days it was 21,000 in profit alone. Last month I hit $10,000 a month. That was the first time I ever hit $10,000 a month in a program. Like, that was crazy. and then I went from 10,000 a month to like $10,000 in a week, like the next week after that one. So that was insane. That actually scared me because I didn't know. I thought somebody was gonna come get me. Like for real.
Wait, hold on, Reg. Hold on.
I'm saying it's crazy.
Did he say profit or did he say in sales? Because I think the audience needs to make sure what we just heard was correct.
I heard profit.
No, that was profit.
Oh, yes.
I was pretty paranoid because I didn't think you're supposed to, like, my mind was wired for a job where you can't make that money unless you're like a VP or EVP, like an executive vice president. And now it's like I'll look at the EVPs. I actually have like one of my old VPs inboxing me trying to get into the program now. And it's pretty awesome to have that. But that's a shocker to me. I just didn't think that you could make that type of money. Like, I never thought I could ever make that type of money in life, just in a month.
So if I remember right, real quick, Reg, your former boss that let you go now wants to get on Genesis because you're making 10 and 20 grand within a couple weeks.
Yeah. He probably on the hangout, but it's okay. It don't matter. Like,
That's hilarious.
But yeah.
Well, I appreciate you jumping out, but here really quick, I want to say this here really quick because I actually posted this today, and I know there's people on here that probably didn't see that. But again, your results will vary. We're talking about money and income and all that stuff. We're not by no means saying that you're going to make $10,000 next week because we don't know if you're going to do anything for that matter. But we're just sharing with you that the potential is there. Now, really quick, I talked about this earlier today, and it's just something that really been in my spirit. And the reason why is because there's so many people out there that say they want to produce, a certain level of income. For example, Dante making $10,000 a week, $20,000 a month, but you're on the pro level alone and you have no intentions whatsoever getting Genesis, or you have no intent whatsoever progressing or upgrading beyond that. And you really have to be realistic with your expectations, depending on where you are right now in your business. If you're only at pro, you cannot realistically expect to make $10,000 in a week. And this is probably a reality check for a lot of you all, but you have to look at what the payout is for that plan. You have to, you just have to really evaluate everything, even on the affiliate side. Look at where the payout is on the pro membership, and what it is with the other stuff that you have. Or, the pro was really only designed really technically for you to get your feet wet, maybe produce a couple $100 a month. There are rare situations to where some people may make an extra $1,000 or $2,000 a month, and it's rare. But if you're looking to scale your business up beyond that, then you need to get some of the other products that we have. We have Elite, we have Unleash, we have Monopoly, and now we're talking about Genesis, which is where you can make the most money potentially with this company, with Genesis, with less effort, all right, with a lot less effort. So I want to clear the air on that, and I want to show you all something here really quick as well, and then I'm going to pass it back over because we're talking about this, and some of you all probably still don't believe what we're talking about, and I'm all about, showing proof and validating everything that we talk about here tonight, and I forgot I had this on my desktop here. So let me pull this up here. Can you all see my desktop? Okay, cool. All right, so I'm going to pull this up. Now, this is actually a team member of ours. All right, and I have a lot of them, so I'll probably go through a couple screenshots. And you see the arrow pointing at her product sales. She did $100,000 in sales in 1 month. Well, actually, this is 3 months, okay? $100,000 in Amazon, regardless of whether it was 1 month, 3 months, or 6 months. How many people right now that's producing $100,000 in less than a year, or even in a year, or even in a month, a week, or whatever? And again, your results may vary or will vary for that matter, but we're just showing you that the potential is there. And the cool thing and the unique thing about this is what I talked about earlier before we even got started with the Hangout. is the fact that it does not require you to recruit to make money. Now, if you choose not to build a team ever again, and there's benefits in building a team, so I'm not downplaying that, because through building a team you can create leverage, and I think this is the perfect business to build that leverage with. However, if you don't want your income totally dependent on a team, which means that if your entire team quits tomorrow, next week, next month, or next year, that you can still have money coming in, then Genesis, DS Domination as a whole, but especially Genesis, you can produce a six-figure income comfortably with this program. There's not many, if any, other program out there that can say that. Now I'm going to show you another one here. I don't know how clear this is because this is kind of small, but that should be pretty big. Now you see her balance. This is the same lady, $29,000. All right, waiting, and we get paid every 2 weeks on Amazon. You do the math. In 30 days, she did over $55,000. This is on one annual salary. Even in 2 weeks, $29,000. Again, your results will vary. But I'm just saying, I remember in 2006 when I got in, I was only making like $12,000 a year. I still had some of my old W-2s. I probably will pull it out in a minute and run and show you all what my annual salary was. I was making $12,000. It was in certain situations I was making $8,000 a year on a job. So you're talking about you got people that's making $29,000 every 2 weeks on Amazon. All right. So I don't know if this is too much, but here's another one. I don't know how clear that is. Is that clear? All right.
Yeah, you gotta blow that up, man.
Yeah, zoom it up. Zoom it out.
We ain't gonna zoom it up because it ain't gonna work. Let's see. Let's see. All right. So here's more people, more sales that are coming in. All right, and this is from Dave Cook. He's not on here tonight, but Dave Cook actually just got a $9,000, close to $10,000 payment. What's today? The 26th. Today, actually, he got a $9,000 payment from Amazon today, direct deposited to his account. And you see here, these sales are coming in daily here, and this is an old screenshot, all right, that I had from him. But the sales roll in, and it's a lot easier. And what we talked about earlier, in comparison to the other products, I'm not going to show you any more screenshots, I don't think. But in comparison to the other products that we have here, here's some a little bit more normal for some of you all. Sometimes $29,000 scare you. So here's someone $5,000 in 30 days, or $1,000, $1,400 in 2 weeks. That could change a lot of people's life. But the cool thing about Amazon and FBA and Genesis, if you talk about eBay and all that stuff, if you compare the two, they're both great, but I think eBay is entry level as a whole, even though you can make a lot of money with it. But you have to do the customer service. You have to process the returns. You have to handle all the legwork when it comes to all of that. But when you jump over to Amazon, once you send it in to Amazon, through what we teach you in Genesis, don't try to go out here and do it yourself, because I promise you're going to mess up and get banned on Amazon. We already had people that done did it. So, but once you go out there and you send that stuff into Amazon, they take care of the customer service. They take care of the returns. All you simply do is check your emails and count the number of sales that you have coming in daily. And then every 2 weeks, you look at the amount of the direct deposits that are coming into your bank account, and you send more inventory in. It sounds super simplistic, but that's the way it goes with Genesis and Amazon and FBA and what we teach you with that product. So I'm done, Carrie. I'm going to pass the torch back over to you. And I see Karen, she unmuted, so go ahead and jump out and say what you got to say. And then Carrie, go ahead and take it over, brother.
Well, I was just thinking, what you said about if you're, money gets low with people. People sit there and they say, how am I going to make some money? And with Genesis, it really is like, let me just go stock my inventory. When as a coach, it was like, okay, I gotta do a talk. I have to go, find some clients, do all this stuff. But with Genesis, it really is, if I need some money, I just have to send in inventory. That is it. It is really the most simplistic thing. And that really means getting in your car and driving to the closest store. Or like Rachel said, getting online and saying, okay, who's having a clearance? And let me order these items and send them into Amazon. Money is always available. always available. So there's never a need to say, you know, I don't have resources for money. I don't have a way to get money, because you always do with Genesis. You really always do with Genesis. It's the real deal. It's for real.
And you know, the thing that Reggie, I was trying to look for an article, and the money is so real on Amazon. And I believe Dave, I had sent you guys the link, and they were talking about Amazon. They got all these stats on Amazon, and last year Amazon was selling at one time at the peak 463 transactions per second.
Yep.
Were being done on Amazon.
That's correct.
Yeah, you remember that article, right, Dave?
Yeah, I do.
I'm just like, guys, we are here, okay? If Sean could send in some Dominoes, you know, the little thing with the little black and white dots on it, you know, he didn't discover that product on Mars or Venus, okay? Dominoes has been out for years, but he took what Genesis taught, okay, rewrapped it a little bit. It's still Domino's, okay, and put it out there as a test. He said, "Oh, I don't think it's, you know, let me just put it out there," and he was still making 5 to 7 sales per day. Guys, call that a clue. I mean, you don't got to come up with the next, you know, Schwammy, but it's all possible here in Genesis. What are you going to say, Dave?
Man, let me tell you, Kerry, I'm so excited about the fact that, just like you said, October, November, and December, this 90 days we got coming up right now, guys, there's a shift of wealth taking place in the country. If you look at the news, you're always seeing all this information about the gap between the rich and the poor. I'm telling you, this is the clearest path to wealth I've ever seen for any of us. A job cannot even come close to what you can do in e-commerce here, man. And I saw the numbers from Amazon last year, the numbers from eBay last year. Like Keisha said, we're selling on both platforms. Money's coming from all over the place in DS Domination, and it's only going to get better. You understand, as we close the year out and then turn the corner into 2015, man, there's so much to celebrate. I love what everybody has had to say here tonight, especially the part about the fun. You can see all the fun everybody is having in DS Domination. Dante's having all kind of fun, Karen, Keisha, Rachel, everybody, Sean, Bruce. It's fun, guys, at the same time. And so all I want to make sure you understand is the clock is ticking. You know, while you're sitting on the sidelines, guess what? Sales are being made, okay? So you want to get plugged into what we have happening here, because the sales record for Amazon this year is going to break last year.
Yeah.
The cool thing too, Denver Dave, is that like the money that we've all made like up until now has been really cool, really nice. But if you like, you know, reading the projections and everything, like we're like a retail, you know, like with retail, we're going to make the most money here in the next 90 days. So come January 2015, you know, there's going to be some different digits in our bank accounts because of the Christmas rush, because the people and like, you know, where, I mean, and they say, you know, almost everything you have is going to be gone. Right? I mean, that's just what they say. You know, people are going to buy the crappiest toys that you thought nobody would buy. They're going to buy them, and it does not matter because, you know, that's what's going to happen. And so I just like to be in position. And that's been my whole thing. Even when I got into DS Domination, you know, it's no big secret. I didn't have the money to go all in. I didn't have the money to get all the packages, all the different products and stuff. But I didn't let that stop me. I just said, you know what? Well, how can I get it done? Right? How can I get the next package? And I just sat down and strategized how I was going to get there. And even my husband, at that point, he wasn't even bought into the deal, right? He was like, you know, he had no idea. All he knew is my wife sees an opportunity, and, you know, and I'm going to trust her that this right here is going to be a good opportunity for our family. And it has been. I mean, it's been the best thing that we've ever done. My husband really works only because he wants to, because we just drive each other crazy at home, right? So until we have to have like an office where like he can go close the door, I can close my door. I mean that's just real, right? So, but it's a family business. We wanted something that we could create generational wealth, right? It's something so simple that, because for me, my ultimate goal was that I have 2 sons, and I wanted to have a family business that if something should happen to me, then my kids could pick it up, pick up the pieces and keep going, or they could be in the business. We could have opportunities where they could actually work in the business and never have to go and put an application in anywhere. I'm like, my sons could be VPs in our own company. They never have to go in and ask somebody and beg somebody to pay them anything, right? And so that's just been my goal. So when I saw this, and I was like, wait a minute. Now marketing, because I'm an affiliate, right? Made tons of money. I mean, I made my first 6 figures online, with this product. But I know marketing, right? For me to transfer my marketing knowledge into my sons, that's a little difficult, right? I have to tell them, okay, you got to study Facebook, and now you got to study Instagram, now you got to study traffic, now you got to study lead generation, and now you got to know YouTube, and you got to get in front and do videos, and you got to do this and stuff. But for me to put my 14-year-old can go in a store, can scan an item, can put how much it costs. And then the app can tell him if that's going to be profitable or not, and he can make a decision even at 14 years old, right? We're not splitting atoms here, right? I mean, it's just simple math. But it's not even, you don't even have to do the math. The app actually does the math for you. It calculates the fees and everything and estimated shipping costs and everything, and you just make a decision. I mean, honestly, my app is red and green. I don't know if you guys have the color one, but mine has color on it, right? So I know green is good, red is not, okay? If it's got a negative, which I learned in school, anytime I see a negative, that is not a good thing. In business, in life, in your bank account, in anything, a negative is no good, right? So I can tell my 5-year-old, Trey, if you see red, we're not buying, okay? If you see green, we're going to send this into Amazon, and a 5-year-old could follow the colors. That's how simple this thing really, really is. But it's about people it's about you that are watching really making the decision, what is my future going to look like years from now? What am I going to keep doing? Right? It's like I was listening to Jim Rohn today, and he was saying how the Girl Scouts had come to his house, and they were selling cookies for $2. And he ended up lying to the little Girl Scout because he didn't have $2. So he told her, well, I already have cookies. And he said, I was lying. So he said, at that day, I made a decision. I will never, ever have to do that again. And so that's where some of you are right now. You got to make a decision. Even if you don't have 1995, you got to make a decision. I'll never, ever be in a position where 1995 is too much for me to change my future. Right. That's where it really boils down to today.
Yeah.
Back to you, Gary. Somebody.
Man, let me just do this real quick, man, because man, she's up here. She's bringing us back to Sesame Street.
Man, it's red and green. That's it. It's red and green. That's all I see.
with the schooling.
Okay.
It's real like that. It's like red cross on the green, not in between. Okay. Conjunction junction. What's your function? Come on. I'm just a bill. But guys, bringing it back here, guys. If you're looking at my screen, can y'all see that? I didn't make this up. I didn't go, Photoshop this. This is what's happening. Amazon sold 426 items per second. It's coming. It's coming again, and you want to make sure you get your piece of that 426 items sold every second on Amazon. If you're not in it, you can't win it.
All right.
Oh, wait. Hold on. We got a special person that just jumped on.
Don't bring her out yet. You're not bringing
don't bring her out yet? Too? Okay.
That's why I was telling you to hold on. All right. So here, really quick, one thing, guys, that you all really need to think about is that we have a necessity-based item here. because regardless to where people are financially, they're always going to shop for something. We all have to shop for something, whether it is toiletries or food or whatever you're selling. People are always going to buy something. They're going to have to shop. So why not position yourself in the industry such as e-commerce to where you can capitalize on that and pretty much be able to produce income anytime you want, because people are always going to shop. So the question is as to whether or not you're going to be able to, claim your share in that revenue that's being generated, from people shopping. So I challenge everybody to make a decision tonight, even if you're not able to come in and get Genesis, at least come in at the pro level. At the very least, you're on a Hangout page tonight. Click the green button below and join our team, and work your way up to the point to where you're able to get to the Genesis product or whatever. We all started at pro and worked our way up. But if you all are able to, just go for it, get the all-in package, get the Genesis package, I'm telling you guys, it's a whole lot quicker. The income comes a whole lot quicker, and we're having the most fun we ever had in our life creating this income, and we have more time to do other things and to devote to other things. So don't miss out on this opportunity. He showed you the article right there. I think all of us were here last year during the Christmas season, and people made some ridiculous money last year. I don't think we didn't even have Genesis last year. We're just talking about eBay. So if anyone wants to share about that before we bring out the lady that just came on, Superstar, want to share about what your results were last year during that Christmas rush. I mean, what happened in your business during Christmas last year?
Yeah, I did. I joined around this time, actually last year, and I really didn't believe in the program. I was promoting another program. I would make like $50 income here, $50 sale, actually in profit here, $50 here and there, right? And come around December, I lost my job, right? And so I didn't have an income, but DS Domination, I had eBay. I was at the pro level still. I had eBay to help me and pay for my plane ticket down to New Orleans so I could find a job, okay? And eBay was the one that pretty much put money into my pocket while I was trying to get my life together at that point. I didn't have a house, a home, or anything at that point because I lost my job. I was actually sleeping on someone's couch at that time. But eBay was the one giving me all the money because of the holiday money that was coming in, the New Year's money that was coming in, and that actually helped me. Fund the rest of my business. Okay, it helped me fund the Elite program, helped me fund the Unleashed program, and got me finally to Monopoly when I got my job up and running. So eBay was like the founding factor of it was the actual like the cornerstone, if you will, of my business. It helped me grow to the point where I'm at today. Also, what it did was it helped me find different products and learn how to look for different products and use the techniques that I've learned in the pro level to get to the level that I'm at now. Okay, so guys, if you guys are looking to get Genesis and you just don't have the funds right now, you need to get started somewhere. Okay, you need to get started somewhere. And eBay is right now. This is the perfect time to join. Okay, this is the perfect time to join. If you don't have the money to get to Genesis, go to eBay. I'm pretty sure you can make enough money from today. Okay, like right now. If you click the green button right now and get started watching the videos, you'll make enough money to get to Genesis by December. Okay, like that's if you work your hardest, and that's pretty much where I was in my business. I went from losing a job to being homeless to getting to being able to gain enough momentum and gain enough money to get Genesis. Okay, so that's all I had to say.
Oh, that was it? You just dropped the mic right there?
Oh, no, you want me to keep going?
No. That's it. That's nah. But guys, we all transformed. Remember, the company is 1 year old. Okay, 1 year old. 1 year old company. Okay, a lot of us started September 2013. Okay, so we started from the bottom. We started at the pro level, like a lot of people. Everybody started at the pro level. Okay, but now we're here. Your final destination is Genesis, as far as product base. But Genesis is going to open up so many doors in your life that, trust me, you're probably going to be building schools and opening up orphanages and whatever your goal and your dream is. Genesis is going to be the portion of DS Domination that really helps you fulfill that in a big way. But guys, before we wrap this up thing here, guys, I got she goes by no other name. Okay, she goes by no other name. You know. Now, Nikki, is your cam working? We got you there.
I hope so.
Well, we just got your profile picture. Your cam is not on. So.
Goodness.
We can hear you.
We can hear you. You know. So, guys, we're just gonna have her speak. We're gonna just go put her silhouette up.
I will hang up and call right back.
All right, go ahead. But while we're waiting for her to come back, my sales during the last holiday season, you know, those sales, you can't stop them. You can't stop them. But the training by DS Domination, what Roger tells us to do, it just falls right in line with knowing exactly how to sell on eBay, how to not get your account suspended. Okay, the automation and everything and the tools and the knowledge, all of this in here. People that are doing eBay, Amazon without DS Domination, they're handicapped. They're in a big handicap. Can you still make money on your own? Yeah, you can, but you're going to fall on a lot of landmines. DS Domination, make sure that you avoid all of those pitfalls. Okay, so you want to get started now, whatever level you want to get started at, be it at the pro level, coming at pro, coming at pro and elite, knock that out, okay, because that's going to give you the best commissions. The pro and the elite level package together will get you the best commissions at the highest rate to get you into making great profits, to get you into the Monopoly and the Genesis, okay. So pro and elite together, right there. If that's all you can do right now, do it. But Nick, you still don't got no cam, but we're still gonna let you rock, because you the one and only, guys. Man, guys, if you can see her face right now,
Dang it.
Are you on the laptop?
I am now. I got off the phone.
Okay, awesome. So all you do, click on the settings thing, and
Carrie,
off of your camera, click it back on. You should be there.
Carrie, we can see her. Go ahead, Nikki.
Oh, go ahead, Nick. I can't see.
Hey guys, sorry I've been in and out, but if I could say how Genesis changed not just my life, but my family's life, my mother's life, my daughter's life, my dog's life. I mean, there's just no words for it. Okay, no word. We even went. Yes, we upgraded the dog's food. Okay. We went from like pedigree, we going Bill Jack now. We got Blue Mountain or whatever that stuff is called. I mean, this is just the next level stuff. I mean, if you would have asked me this time last year, I was sitting at a desk in Iraq, and I mean, that's how I saw my future. That's how I saw my family's future. I saw my husband, I saw my family literally about 2-3 times a year, if that. So to come from that to now, we're home 24/7, and I can't express the gratitude to DSD, just for presenting this, to us and allowing us to go this far with this particular, Genesis and Pro and Monopoly. I mean, I think very highly of every last product that we have out there. Just from starting, and we're going on about a year in the business, maybe a month or two shy, but just from all of this, we are right at the cusp of 100,000 earned in profit, and I'm dumbfounded. I don't even know what to say. I have no idea what to say. We recently went to the Dallas meeting to meet some of our, local UOP members, and I brought out a product out of my purse. I would bring it on here, but I can't do it right now. But, I would bring it out here, but this product is literally about this big. It's about this big. It weighs 3.5 ounces. The product cost us 60 cents to make. 60 cents to make. That product alone will bring us in well over $100,000 in profit. This is what the power of Genesis brings to all of us. And it's not just us here on the Hangout. It's absolutely anybody. And that's the beauty of this. There's no age limit. There's no minimum age. There's no requirements in there other than other for you to be trainable, and on top of that, be hungry for it. Because you don't want to come in here and not do the work for it. Everybody on this panel has done the work for it to get to where they're at, and we've got not hundreds, we've got thousands more people in the UOP that are hungry and work for it. So there's really no excuse for anybody, that excuse me, that comes in. But coming into Genesis, we've never sold anything online. We're not sellers. I'm an accountant by trade. My husband's in security. This is not our forte. So for us to come out of our comfort zone and to be able to just rock this business to no end, that just tells you right there, it's for anybody. It's for anybody. My mother, she's retired. She's retired from the phone company. She's killing the business. My cousin, she's a housewife. She's killing the business. And it's just great to be able to see people from different backgrounds, from different walks of life to come in here and have the same equal playing field, the same equal ground to come in on and just rock this business. I'm speechless on it. Can you guys hear me still?
Yeah, we can hear you, Nikki. I just want to say, man, thank you for that testimonial. Guys, this is, man, if you heard, her whole family is just the FBA Ninja, clan. They're doing it. They're doing it. They're gonna probably have the FBA Ninja T-shirts. It's over. In the Witherspoon household, guys. Guys, this is we couldn't give it to you more real than we did today. Okay. Get back to the person that shared this with you. Tell them, hey, I want to get involved. I want to get involved in Genesis. I want to get involved in Monopoly. I want to get involved. Pro, Elite, Unleash. I just want to get in. Okay. Whatever level I got to start at, let me start and let me get to this level of what these guys are talking about here in the world of Amazon. No matter where you are, start at the bottom, now you're here, just do it. You don't even need to click the more information button. But if you want to see our CEO, the owner of the company, one of the 3 CEOs, Roger, he's doing a live, L-I-V-E, live presentation tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and let me tell you, we have limited seating. You literally have to get on there about 15 minutes early because he's going to go into Amazon and show you step by step what we do and why people are so excited about joining DS Domination, even at the entry level of $19.95. He's going to show you. So you may look at us and say, "Oh, don't take our word for it. Take our word for it. If you need more information, take it from our CEO. Take it from the CEO of the company, Roger, and get registered if you want to know about that. And say, hey, this guy named Mr. Excitement, from the Bronx said your owner is going to be doing a special live webinar tomorrow. Where's the link so I can register and get in and see this from the ownership of the company, not from all of us who are having all fun and making all this money. Income disclaimer, your results may vary. But hey, that's what's happening tomorrow night, Eastern Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Lock horns with us now. Join now if you want to get in with DS Domination and the lovely Unit of Prosperity, UOP certified. That's why we got the shirts on. We make it happen like nobody else. I want to thank all of the panelists for coming out.
Here, before you close it out, I almost forgot because it looked like you finna get a benediction. Hold on.
Me.
All right, so here's what we're going to do. I forgot to do this earlier, so I see people are still on there. on the Hangout, which is good. So for the people that get started with Genesis tonight, I don't have a lot of this stuff, but I have a whole bunch of cases. So I'm gonna pull them out. All right. So we have phone cases, new in the packs, that I honestly don't have time to do it myself. So for the people that get started tonight, it doesn't really matter, you know, if you're with me directly or not. But as long as you're on our team, we're gonna send you some. Well, I'm gonna send you some of these, and this can be one of your products or whatever to help you make some quick money. And in pretty much, this is 100, but this is all profit because you didn't pay for anything essentially on this product. And these are actually iPhone 5 cases, and they sell anywhere from $10 to $15 on Amazon. There's different kinds here, and I have a whole box right here on the floor. I also have some more here. Some Samsung Galaxy cases. I hate Samsung. I'm an Apple person, but I do have Galaxy cases that I'm trying to pull out here.
Reginald, we have help for you for your shopping. People just shop and get stuff, and you know.
He's a hoarder.
All right, so look at these Galaxy cases. All right, so these pretty much are a little bit easier to list, and I have 100 of these as well. I don't know how I'm gonna split them up. I guess it depends on, you know, how people sign up or whatever. But you got to do this before midnight. I'm not gonna drag this on to tomorrow or anything like that or next week. So don't even ask. If you don't get in by midnight, you're not gonna get any phone cases. We did have someone else that just did it, Jay Waterson. I'm gonna give you a shout out for getting the all-in bundle. Great job.
Right.
Probably got more people doing it right now. But we have cases. And again, this is all profit, even though this is the iPhone 5 and this is the S4. These still rank fairly well on Amazon. You can look them up, and they sell anywhere from $10 to $15. All right, and I have 100, so I'll send you 20. Okay, so that's 10 people. 10 people are going to get 20 phone cases. So you do the math.
Yeah, that's sweet. That's sweet.
Oh man, I'm gonna sign up again then.
All right, I'm done now. I'm not gonna give
Wait, there's more.
Yeah.
Wait, there's more.
There's more.
Time offer.
You know what? There is more. Give me 1 minute. I'll be right back.
Uh-oh.
You're so funny.
Okay.
You know, I think Reginald too. I think I'm gonna do something. The people on my team that upgrade. No, actually, you know, I may do it for the first 10 too. I have a list of online sources that people can go to like right now and buy stuff and ship it right into Amazon for at least a 40% profit margin. So Reginald, make sure you send me those lists of 10 people because I'm gonna email you that list over and I'm gonna send that to you guys as a bonus for getting started in Genesis because. Yeah, I can sit at my computer and just like shop all day, and they'll just deliver the boxes to me, and I just turn right around, slap my label on them, and send them in Amazon, and I just make money, and yeah, and I can just buy new purses and Ray-Ban sunglasses and stuff. But anyways, no, it's awesome though. It's very, you know, it's amazing. You know, it really is. So there's another bonus.
Hey, can you still with us?
All right, I'm back.
Okay.
We got some Hello Kitty watches.
Ooh, I want
them. I may sell these myself. I don't know. I may change my mind on this now. Think about it.
Sandra is gonna be mad. Sandra does not know you're selling the Hello Kitty. Okay, I'm about to text her right now. Be like,
I might change my mind, but we got a lot of Hello Kitty watches over here. Christmas coming up. Kids want that. We got these.
Yeah, my daughter love Hello Kitty, so I already know Hello Kitty's hot.
Yeah, it's hot.
Yeah, we got these. I don't know, bracelet watches. I was killing it on eBay with these. All right, I just haven't. I have so much stuff.
Just a little bit.
This is the clearance right here, the free clearance. That you all get 3 items if you upgrade.
Make a website so I can shop with you.
I know. Don't give him any ideas, Dante. Do not give him any ideas, okay?
Shop at Reginald.com.
Instant clearance, right?
UOPclearance.com.
Right. Don't give him any ideas. That was like, oh my God.
Hey,
The outlet stores. UOP outlet.
let me go buy that domain name right now.
Let me go get it right quick. Let me get it.
Hurry up, Dante. You got the credit card.
All right, so that's all I got, man. So
That's all you got.
whoever else, I think Nikki was trying to jump out of somebody.
Nikki, you got something too?
Oh, I was just giggling because y'all kept on pulling out stuff.
Nikki, you got something you want to throw into the bonus?
But no, I know Nikki. I know Nikki does.
Actually, we just had a whole process of moving all of this inventory from the floor of my room up to one of our spare rooms. So, I actually do have a lot of stuff that I can give out to anybody that upgrades me. Not anybody, like you said, the first 10, So I'll jump on board, Reginald and Keisha. I got some stuff that I can send you guys too. I'll shoot you some stuff that that we're just pushing out left and right.
Man, I need to sign up again.
Yo, look at this. Listen, guys.
Shout out to Scott Wilson. He just inboxed me. He just upgraded.
Listen, guys. If you didn't understand what just happened, people that upgraded to Genesis, they just got free inventory. Free inventory getting ready to send to them to kick off their Genesis business with DS Domination. It don't get no better than that.
We throwing in UPC codes too. You gonna need it.
Yeah.
Yo, did Roger? Did Reggie just turn into Roger? UPC codes. If you don't understand what that word means, trust me. Since you just upgraded to Genesis, it's all going to make clear sense. UPC codes is needed. So we're throwing in UPC codes. We got the Hello Kitty. We got the Hello Kitty watches. We got the iPhone cases. I hate iPhone, but hey. But we got the iPhone cases. We got the Android cases. We got the watches. We got the exclusive source that Keisha Bass is gonna show, where you can get 40%. 40% off, make 40% profit on. Okay, and we got some exclusive stuff that Nikki can't even show you on camera right now, because if she show you, she has to, So with that said, guys, we're gonna wrap it up. Make sure if you're upgrading tonight, let us know. Let the person know who sponsors you, so we can get you these things, so when you upgrade to Genesis. But I want to thank everybody for coming on out, guys. Again, tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the CEO of one of the CEOs of DS Domination, live webinar showing you exactly why we're so excited and why we're just rocking out and making money here in DS Domination. You don't want to miss it if you're still on the fence. For everybody else, click the Join Now button. You're on the #1 team in the company. UOP certified. That's how we do. And everybody have a blessed night.
All right. Thank you.